All right, welcome race fans. We are back here with SMRL tonight at the world famous Bristol track here. This is going to be a great race. The guys are out here practicing here a little bit ago, and I'm telling you what, man, they are just smoking this track here tonight. This is going to be exciting. Bristol, you know, you got to think about a lot of things out here on the track. These guys, if you come out of here without any incidents or without any fenders bent or dinged in or doors caved in or roof flattened down, you didn't drive it hard enough. So we're ready for some good racing here. I got Scott here with me here. Scott, you going to give us a rundown on the points?
Yes, sir. Rudy, how you doing this evening, buddy?
I'm doing good.
All right, after 7 races this season, Seth Hatchell comes into tonight with 901 points and has a 7-point lead over Brad Hicks, who's sitting back in second place. Craig Sykes comes into tonight in third place. Eric Bariles in fourth. Lyman Vanderwig rounds out the top 5. Lupe Gonzalez is sixth. Josh Bonwell seventh. Paul Zoda eighth. David Harvey ninth. And Billy Howard rounds out the top 10. Howard sits back there with 205 points. So 10th place is 65 points back after 7 races.
That's really not too bad if you think about it. I mean, you're not mathematically out of it, I don't believe. I mean, they got a long season ahead of them, so.
Yeah, just taking a look at the schedule here. Yeah, they still have several more races. We're race number 8 here, and they've got 36 races scheduled.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I take that back. There's some off weeks in there, so probably like 30 races. It looks like there's about 6 off weeks.
Yeah, they do race every week, but we only broadcast every other week. But they are in a driver's meeting right now, and thanks to Scott for helping me out in the booth here tonight. I appreciate that very much. But running down through the points there, it looks like a pretty close battle. And I don't know, not a big field here tonight, Scott. I was thinking maybe we'd have a bigger field, but it's just actually about the right amount of drivers for this track here, close to 20 drivers.
Yeah. You're not going to want too many more than what we got in here tonight after me being out there and just kind of seeing what was going on during practice. It usually cleans up before the race starts. We've seen that many times where practice will be a joke, and then you go out there and the race is like flawless.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it looks to be about like 23 drivers. I think I just got to count on them, about 23.
But I will say this, that if these guys don't take it easy on the tires and they just go out there and flat-foot it around here and damage the tires, you can cook the tires up pretty quickly. And if we do get any long green flag runs, it won't be long before people are spinning into the wall.
Absolutely. Well, Nathan Miller in chat. Hey, Nathan. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you could make it tonight.
Or plowing into the wall coming out of the corner. One or the other. They'll either spin coming off the corner and go down and pound the inside wall or plow the wall coming out.
Well, it's Bristol, baby.
We're Rocky Top.
We're ready.
Oh, we've got about 2 minutes left before qualifying will be. Qualifying's 10 minutes. They're currently going through their driver's meeting right now. So, Rudy, you ready for some short track racing, buddy?
I am. It's something that it packs a little bit a different type of excitement than we see at like 1.5, 2 mile tracks. This is excitement because this is close quarters racing. I mean, to the extreme. You got
that right.
I mean, this is the only way you're going to be able to pass is you've got to get either underneath somebody or on the outside of them, and somebody's going to get together. There's going to be contact, and I mean, like I said before, if you come out of here without a scratch on your car, you didn't drive it hard enough.
That's very true, its place. But I don't know how you could get out of this race without a scratch on your car. I mean, there's just going to be so much going on around you. And I know we're going to have some cautions. There's going to be some big wrecks. And in case you weren't aware, Rudy, they no longer use resets in this league. So if you damage the car, you're going to have to get it fixed. And if it blows up, you're done.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that I did see that in the last message that we got from Paul. So, yeah, they've done away with the resets, and you do have a 16 incident limit now. So
that was another thing.
Yep, this is going to tighten the field up a little bit. You're going to have to take care of your car out there.
I think we'll definitely be seeing that 16 incident limit get some guys tonight. If they make it that far. I mean, one big issue and you're going to be done either way, so. Oh, Rudy, that's about going to wrap it up for practice here as we wind down here in the closing 10 seconds of practice.
All right, we'll
short track racing tonight.
We'll step away real quick and play our national anthem and be right back, folks. So don't go nowhere. The excitement's about to begin here. It's building right now. We'll be right back.
Guys.
And now, the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
I guess I ended that a little too early, but my bad.
Oops.
Yeah, oops. Sorry about that, folks. My bad.
Yeah, just looking at qualifying here, Rudy, there's some people having some issues here just in qualifying. So let's hope that doesn't carry over into the race. Qualifying's been interesting. There's still guys getting into that wall, having a hard time keeping it out of the wall.
Oh,
Right now,
like I said, you can only hit that wall 16 times and you're done for the night.
well, right now, Seth Hatchell's sitting up there on that pole. David Harvey sits second. Stephen Burnett third. Oh, now we had a change. Josh Bonwell up to second. David Harvey to third. Lupe Gonzalez fourth, and Stephen Burnett rounds out the top five so far. About 2.5 minutes into this 10-minute session.
Well, let me kind of give you a little background here on something that just kind of wanted to throw out there. I have seen David Harvey just absolutely dominate at Bristol before with the Gen 6. So I would definitely look for him to be up there tangling it up with Seth Hatchell and Josh Bonwell.
I'll tell you what, I was out there riding around with Seth Hatchell for, I don't know, a good 5 to 8 laps, and he was holding his own out there, so he's going to be fast around here.
Oh, yeah. There ain't no doubt. Seth Hatchell definitely one to watch here tonight. It's good to see these guys in here. Some of these guys I haven't seen in quite some time, so it's really good to see these guys out here on the track again. Seth Hatchell. I was trying to think there was another one I seen in here. I'll find him here in a minute.
Tell you what, man, qualifying looking like a dirt track session. Guys are just fishtailing it everywhere. Sliding through the corners, slideways. Looks pretty, but you lose a lot of time.
Maybe I was thinking of somebody else. Maybe he's not in here, but I know some of these guys, you know, that I haven't seen in a while. Might be Burnett, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I know Anthony Cianci. He came from another league I used to broadcast for. A few of these guys, you know, Seth Hatchell, another one. Robert Moyer. Craig Sykes, he runs in another league. A lot of these guys, they kind of follow the leagues around. You know, they run in this league and then they'll go right over and run in another one. Stephen Parks. Evan Roush. Another one of the BGR guys.
Well, Rudy, about halfway through qualifying, Hatchell's still your pole sitter. Bonwell second, Harvey third. Lupe Gonzalez now up to fourth. Stephen Burnett rounds out the top 5.
And look how close Bonwell is to Hatchell right there. 1/1000th of a second.
Yep. And he's trying to find it. But I'm telling you, it looks like a demolition derby out there right now in qualifying.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing they only got 125 laps.
I think a lot of these guys won't see lap 20.
Oof. I hope that's not the case.
It's treacherous out there right now. It wasn't that bad, I didn't think, but
Well, can they?
I think a lot of guys are just driving the car extremely hard right now, and I think once the race is, they'll take better care of the car. You know, everybody's out there just trying to put their name as high as they can on that list, so everybody's just pushing the car for everything it's got right now.
Well, can they
Texas don't count in qualifying.
Can they put tape on the car for qualifying or no?
No, it's a fixed setup.
Okay. I mean, it's been so long since I've raced, Scott. I couldn't even tell you half the stuff anymore. Dead serious.
If it's a fixed setup, you can't change anything but the ratio and the offset. That's the only thing you can change.
Well, when you set the room up, you can actually put, for qualifying, you can put a qualifying setup in there and then race for a race setup. But yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's just, let me take a look. I think it's just one set.
You're probably right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know of too many people that do that.
Yeah, it's just one set.
Yeah, matter of fact, I can't think of anybody that does that actually puts a qualifying setup in and a race setup.
Yeah, I don't know of any fixed leagues that do it. Open setup people do that all the time, but I don't know of any fixed leagues that do it. More dirt tracking out there.
Well, Nathan Miller giving you a shout out there, Scott, saying hello to you.
Hey, Nathan, what's going on, man? Hopefully you're staying safe out there on them streets. Baltimore police officer, folks.
Oh, boy. Baltimore police.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that like Baltimore, Russia, or no? I'm kidding.
It's the new Compton.
That's the new Germany.
Definitely not Disneyland.
Nope. No, Baltimore's not like it used to be. It used to be a pretty, actually a pretty friendly town. I had some friends of our family that lived there when I was a kid, you know, and we used to go down there and visit. It was pretty nice.
Well, Rudy, we got about 2 minutes left here in qualifying. Hatchell's still sitting up there. I don't think anybody's going to be able to knock him off the pole. I think he's going to be your pole sitter.
Yeah, it
by
doesn't
that
look
0-0-1.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to see some guys definitely get bitten by the no reset bug and the incident bug tonight. I think more or less the no reset bug. It's an unforgiving track.
I've been hearing some people talking about trading paints, giving you problems.
It's not been very consistent here the last couple of days.
Well, I mean, mine's been all right, but as far as it's like running in the background, and so I just shut mine off. I want to see if it's going to make a difference. I don't think it's going to, but I just want to see for my own satisfaction.
Well, we got a minute left, Rudy.
Well, got some new cameras tonight. We'll be checking out some more new cameras by my buddy Ryan Eckstein.
Right on.
Homemade camera. Well, it's not really a pack, just some new camera angles that he's made. And
Very cool. You have to share me some of those, man. I don't have any of those. And you need to help me get a little more familiarized with how to use the cameras. I'm not the best at those. One thing I have not gotten familiarized with in all this broadcasting I've done with you.
Well, looks like that's going to wrap up qualifying. Seth Hatchell's going to hang on to the pole.
And the crash fest that was qualifying is over. See a couple of modifieds coming in from that session.
All right, let's run down through the qualifying order here as they all start taking the grid. Okay, starting on the pole, Seth Hatchell with a 14.278. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Josh Bonwell will start on the outside of the front row in second place. David Harvey third. Lupe Gonzalez in fourth. Stephen Burnett back in fifth place. Eric Borelli in sixth. Craig Sykes seventh. Adam Baker eighth. Jeffrey Smith ninth. And Lyman Vanderweg to the top 10. Scott?
Randy McCanny will start 11th. Fast Eddie McRae starts 12th. Stephen Parks 13th. Ryan Gemmel starts 14th. Chris Wood will start back there in 15th position tonight. Billy Walters will start on the outside of him in 16th. Anthony Cianci back there in 17th. Paul Zoda will start back there on the outside of row 9 and 18th. Jeff Glockner 19th. And rounding out the top 20, Brad Hicks.
All right, starting 22nd will be Robert Moyer. Jay Dubuque. I think it's a Dubuque.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Yeah, starting in 23rd. And Evan Roush, I do know, is in. He is actually in the admin's booth. He will be doing some adminning duties tonight. So, almost.
What about David Everly there?
He didn't show up on my relative for some reason.
All right. Well, we got David Everly back in 24th place. We'll see if he takes the grid.
Unless he come in late or something there. Wonder how come he didn't show up on my
And thankfully that Princeton guy's not in the race. I had to save my caution.
I don't even see him. He's not even listed on my relative nowhere.
Let me see if I see him out there. Yeah, I'm not seeing him on the track anywhere.
Yeah, so maybe he didn't. Maybe he decided not to come in or whatever.
It's showing him in the room. Actually, no, it's not. And Jay Dubuque's not in the room either, so he won't be out there either.
Oh, okay. All right, got to make sure I'm live.
All right, Rudy. Yep, and you live in Tennessee, so I'm going to give you the honors, man. Get this whole party started here in Rocky Top.
We can do that.
Or I'm going to start singing for you.
No, don't. Please don't. We don't want anybody with broken eardrums out there tonight.
We'll lose all of our viewers.
Yeah, that's no doubt. They will definitely be hitting that dislike button.
Be your most disliked video of all time.
Yeah, there'll be all kinds of comments on that one. God, don't let that guy sing in the booth again, please. There'll be dogs howling all over the neighborhood and everything.
Well, get us going, man. Here we go.
But we will
Let
do
the
it.
carnage begin.
That's right. Let it begin. Pace car just about ready to head to pit road here. And there it goes. Seth Hatchell in command. And boy, he held him back right to the bitter end. Green. And boy, what a run Josh Bonwell got on that outside. Did you see that run?
Yes, sir.
Whoa, and Josh just come out of there swinging, man. He was not going to be denied that first lap.
No, he wasn't. He takes it.
Yes, he does.
Wow. That's how you get it started.
There you go. Well, we got a lot of guys that did not show up in the room. We're down to only 19 drivers. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around, folks. It might get a little jerky there when you start moving these boxes around.
I can't say I'm honestly surprised. I'm sure a lot of people elected not to run the race after they saw how practice went. Definitely wasn't going to be an easy night for these guys.
No, sir. Seth Hatchell looking to the inside of Josh Bonwell. But look who closed up that gap, David Harvey. And David Harvey trying to get by on the outside now for second place. And I believe he's going to get Seth. He does.
Oh, yeah. Seth back to third. I think Seth's just kind of riding around and taking care of the tires right now. Like I said, you go out there and smoke up them tires, it's not going to last very long.
That's right. That's exactly
right.
right.
Seth's just riding right now, taking care of them tires. It's still way early in this race. No sense to push the car, damage the car with no reset, and you're screwed, basically.
Well, Eric Borelli now goes into fourth. Craig Sykes, fifth. Adam Baker, sixth. Stephen Burnett in seventh. Lupe Gonzalez back in eighth place after the start of the race. And I see a lot of damage on Lupe's car already, Scott. That's, man.
He's been in that wall.
Yeah. The thing you got to remember, these guys can only have 16 incidents tonight, and then you are DQ'd. So
that'll add up quick, too.
Yeah, that's only 16 times into the wall. That's if you're lucky. That's if you only get a one incident, when you hit the wall. I've seen where you actually get a 2X when you hit the wall. So
no, if you don't hit it very hard, you get a 0X. So it just depends on how hard you hit it.
Yeah.
If you're banging it, though, I mean, 14 just put somebody into the wall. The 02 bouncing off the wall there. He's all right. Sykes keeps that thing going. He had a moment there, though. It about got ugly for him.
Oh, let's go back in the field here. Randy McCanney, 13th place. I seen him. He was blinking earlier. Stephen Parks. And we have our first caution.
We got a big wreck on the front stretch. Ooh, we got a couple guys dirt tracking it through the corner, but they saved it.
Oh, we got one right into the wall of Burnett. Boy, and he's stuck in the fence there for a second. Well, let's go back and see what happened to Burnett here. Looks like it may have been a little contact between him and the 14. 14, wow, yeah.
14, that was just a car that had that moment with the 02 just a minute ago. So Eric Corral having a tough couple laps there. He's going to have some damage after that. He'll be on pit road.
Yep, Burnett is going to get tagged a couple more times. Yeah, he's going to be pretty much done. I don't know if he's going to want to sit on pit road that long and to get that thing fixed up. But
that thing is probably going to have at least 40 minutes of damage.
Well, leader staying out. Josh Bonwell looks like the front three stay out, Scott. Paul Zoda also stays out. He was back in the field a ways. He will come up to the fourth place. From there back, we've got a couple other guys. Looks like Adam Baker, Brad Hicks, Jeff Glockner. These guys all stay out as well. So now Adam Baker has been on pit road, and I'm not sure when he was on pit road. Okay. Well, we probably won't get to interview anybody here tonight, Scott, because of the short track like this. Now, right now, I mean, it's actually not bad. I mean, if you want to talk to somebody, you could drag them up here real quick. How about we? Huh?
Go for it, man.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to talk to David Harvey here. David Harvey, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, David, I have seen you dominate here at Bristol. In previous race a long time ago, if you remember. Now, I do believe it was in the Gen 6, or maybe it was in the Xfinity car. I don't remember. But, boy, a dominating performance. And how good does the car feel out there? And are you going to be able to show us another dominating performance tonight?
It feels pretty good. It's a little bit hard to pass. I'm trying to work the top, but there's not much room, and I don't want to wreck him yet. I mean, I don't want to wreck him at all, but it's not that time yet.
Right, yeah. Is the top seem to be a little bit better than trying, on the bottom?
Haven't really tried the bottom yet. Might be fine, just I don't want to wreck yet.
Yeah, it would probably be better like on new tires, but I'm sure as you guys get age on them tires, it's you're probably going to want to be up the hill. But all right, well we'll let you go, David, and I'm waiting to see if you can get your car up there and at least lead a lap and get that point for leading a lap. So good luck out there, David.
Thanks.
Yeah, he still didn't kind of confirm what I said, but I think it was the Gen 6, and I'm trying to think back. Gosh, when you do 1,200 broadcasts, it's like, okay, which one was it? But I know it was David Harvey, but I just don't remember if it was the Gen 6 or the Xfinity cars.
But now I know why everybody's out there riding around single file. He doesn't want to wreck. That's probably what a lot of people are thinking right now. Not a lot of chances being taken.
That's right. And that's good.
Pace car is about to dive off. Pace car is off. Waiting on that green flag. Green flag is out. We're racing again here at Rocky Top. Ooh, the 48 didn't get a good restart. It almost got run over from behind by the 02, but all's good. And they immediately, look at them all just lined up single file, the top 5.
Yep, and David Harvey
except for the 02.
David Harvey does take the lead, and he's going to lead his first lap of the race, Scott.
How about that? For once, you didn't jinx someone. Oh, the 02 spinning sideways in the corner. He's sideways. No caution.
No caution.
Wow, he spun in front of the whole field. No caution come out.
Wow. Well, he was down off of the racing surface there. That might have helped a little bit.
Tough break for the 02. He's had a tough start so far in this race. They're about to lap him now as he's trying to get back up to speed. They're barreling down on him. Let's hope he doesn't spin again in front of the whole field. He'll take out the leaders.
Yeah, it looks
now
like
he's down on the apron.
Yeah, he's probably going to come to pit road.
77. 77 was close to getting in the wall there when he was trying to slow up, but he got her wound down. Hatchell loses another spot, drops back to 4th. It's Adam Baker on the move in the 48. He's the one that almost got run over on the restart. Hatchell battling back on the outside, not giving it up easy. And finally, Baker will clear him, and he'll 3rd. He'll go up there and try to work on Bonwell now for 2nd place.
Yep, Hatchell into the 4th position. And, it was funny because he started on the pole, and he has yet to lead a lap.
Looking back here at the rest of the field, Rudy, it looks like everybody's kind of riding around single file right now, just trying to take care of the car, not really wanting to take a big risk.
That's good. Because
it's still a long way to go. Ooh, the 88 sliding a little bit. Saved it. 83 sliding a little bit. Just as I say that, a couple guys almost bring out the caution.
Oh, and he's smoking, and boy, we got Borelli's going to get a piece of that. And it looks like he may have just pulled the plug on it or something.
Yeah, 83's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Ryan Gemmel out of the race.
He might have just alt F4'd and he was gone.
I think he did, just to save from someone running him over, because he couldn't save that thing.
That's probably good. Well, Josh Bonwell now got company here from Adam Baker. Adam Baker just ahead of Seth Hatchell now. And these guys are riding, and their cars are pretty clean out here, Scott. These guys have they've taken pretty good care of their cars in the front here.
Well, it's been completely different than what qualifying was. Qualifying was just the demolition derby. Everybody out there trying to run the fastest time. Here comes the 48. Baker making the move on Bonwell for 2nd. Down low. Side by side. Bonwell just not giving it up.
No, he's not. He wants to. We did see Josh get into the wall there just a little.
Just as it looked like he was going to clear him there, he cleared him.
Yep. But Josh did get into the outside wall there just a little bit, but not anything that would probably. It was probably a 0x.
I'll tell you what, that racing's allowed David Harvey to give a little breathing room there.
Yes, sir.
He didn't get too far away, but he can take a breath.
Yep, just about a second, and that's yeah. Like you said, he can't take a breath now.
That's an eternity here.
Sure if.
Eric Bareilles out of the race too, Rudy. He called it a night.
Oh, wonder what. Oh, okay, yeah, because he got tangled up in that with Ryan Gemmel.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened there with Eric. Maybe just, some guys, they want to go out and they want to race with the guys, but if they just don't feel comfortable in the car, you really can't blame them. They don't want to go out there and possibly take out the guys that are up front, or they're not in the points battle, so there's a lot weighing on these guys, and these guys take this stuff pretty serious, Scott. You know that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely know that.
And these guys are probably, maybe next week Eric will have a good run, and it might be somebody else's turn that's not having a good time or a good run, and they'll take it behind the wall, So it kind of evens out throughout the whole season.
Well, Rudy, while we were chatting there, Jeffrey Smith made a pass and moved into the top 5. Chris Wood back to 6th place.
Aha.
And Seth Hatchell, he's had a couple moments here. I don't know if he's enjoying how that car's feeling right now, because I've seen him almost lose it a couple times, and maybe it was just pushing a little bit and he had to get out of it. But I'm not sure if he's enjoying how that car is feeling.
Well, I think it's just about that time. We're about far enough into the race. Scott, what do you think we crank it up, huh?
Yes, sir. Who are we going to crank it up with?
Oh, I don't care. We're just going to crank it up.
All right. It's about to get interesting, Rudy.
Yep, Baker all over the back of our leader right now, David Harvey.
Yeah, Bonwell's right there too, and they're behind slower traffic. The 99 right there in front of them.
Well,
that's Zoda.
We've seen Baker. He was able to get around Bonwell pretty easily, but I don't know. With all this lap traffic, I think that's really kind of what slowed up David Harvey and allowed Adam Baker to reel him in. But now he's going to have to wait He's going to have to wait till he clears that, all that lap traffic before he makes a bid for it. Ooh, the 49, Lyman Vanderweg into the wall. Ouch, that hurt. That was a heavy hit, too. Sure if we can go back here one more time. Let's see if we can get another.
Yeah, Vanderweg coming in tonight, 5th in the points, so that's a tough break for him.
Looks like he tried to steer clear of, that was the number 91 just ahead of him, Chris Wood. Chris got into the wall, and I think that kind of spooked Lyman a little bit. And he went to steer around him. Well, he was just coming out of the turn, and that really upset the feeling of that car. So Lyman coming to pit road to get it looked at. We got another
on pit road.
Brand new leader, Anthony Cianci. As everybody else does come to pit road, let's take a look here. I'm trying to find my pit road cam. Where the heck is it? There it is. Pretty busy place right there right now.
Yeah, pit road's a happening place right now. Everybody come down to get for Mr. Feelgoods. Looks like Hatchell beat a lot of the boys out, if not all of them.
Well, Anthony Cianci stayed. I thought he was going to stay out
first.
I thought he was going to stay out and get a bonus point, but he didn't stay out quite long enough. So David Harvey will retake the lead. Seth Hatchell with a great pit stops comes out second. Boy, he had one of the fastest pit stops, actually the fastest of the top.
Yeah, I thought he'd come out first, but I didn't see Harvey up there.
Yeah, he only had
Harvey got out real quick.
14.4 second pit stop compared to David Harvey having a 15.3. So 9/10 of a second, almost a full second.
Wow. Harvey was so far further up the track than he was.
Right. So wow, smoking pit stop by Seth Hatchell. Well,
who are you interviewing this time, Rudy?
Well, I don't know if we're going to have. Let's see if we get the one to go here. Nope.
If you hustle.
If we hurry, let's talk to Paul Zoda. We ain't talked to him for a while. Paul Zoda, you got a copy?
Yes, I got you.
Well, Paul, I know you're back in 11th, but how's the car feeling for you out there on the track tonight?
Feels good for the first couple laps, then it fades out really quick on me. And just that last run, trying to stay on the lead lap with David there, it started coming back for a little while. So I'm hoping the track is changing, going to give me a little bit more front grip.
Well, we were watching there. It seems like the guys were, being a little ginger, kind of riding single file for a while until they started catching up to the lap traffic, and that really slowed David Harvey up. Now that everybody's got new tires, I'm kind of looking for it to be a better race. So, well, it looks like you guys are getting the one to go, Paul. So I'm going to have to let you go, brother. Good luck.
Thank you, Rudy.
I kind of wanted to talk to him about the rule changes this season. I probably could have, but there would have been enough time. But I didn't want him to have to get into a long elaboration of it, and they're going back green flag racing.
Yeah, let him stay focused.
Yep. Yeah.
This joint, he ain't focused. It'll jump up and bite him real quick.
That's a fact. Okay, pace car's in. David Harvey starting on the outside. And they have a green flag.
Hatchell was sleeping there, man. I think he had a tent propped up.
Had the campfire going.
I think so, man. Green flag come out. He waited a good second before he took
Yeah,
off.
I did see that. Oh, man. Moment there between Josh Bonwell and Adam Baker. Those two got together.
Yeah, there was. He saved it, though.
Yes,
good
he
save
did.
By the 48.
Yeah, it looked like Baker had a little bit of a run underneath him, but I don't think Bonwell seen him there because he was kind of like in that blind spot at your left rear corner, and he might not have seen him.
Oh, all good now. Nobody crashed. So
that's right.
Only 3 people are out of this race so far. We got 3 guys a lap down, and 3 out of the race. 14 still on the lead lap when we took the green there.
And I'm telling you what, they are cranking on it now out there with them brand new tires.
Yeah, we're coming up on halfway. We're 10 laps away for halfway. The 48 just bounced it off the wall.
Yeah, this race is going to be over quick. I'm really kind of, surprised.
Be over by 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought maybe it was going to be a little bit longer race, but even so, this is probably enough of a butt whooping out here on this track. This is a tough track. A lot of people don't realize this track is not a complete oval. It's more like an egg-shaped oval, and it's tough because you got. I always had trouble with Scott. I would lose track of whether I'm on the front stretch or the back stretch. If you didn't stay focused every single lap, you could lose sight of that.
We got the 02 back here. He gave the bumper to the car right in front of him. The 09. Or is that the 06? That's the 09.
Yep. Yeah, Craig Sykes on the move. Now he comes up on the inside of the 09.
Oh, we got a car off the pace at 24. Ooh, they went around him. Everything's all right. I don't know what happened there.
That was Jeffrey Smith. Yeah. He really checked up. That could have been pretty bad.
I think he might have almost spun. He was way off the pace. He probably almost spun it coming out of the corner.
Anthony Cianci into the top 10. Like to see Anthony have a really good finish here tonight. He really needs a good finish.
Got quite the battle going on back here for 13th and 14th, and plus a couple lap cars back here battling with these guys. Almost had a moment. These guys have done a great job keeping the cautions limited, man. I'm telling you, if you'd have seen practice, and I'm sure a lot of people did see what was going on with qualifying, but there I go. I talk about it, and there's the caution.
Oh, yeah. You had to say that, didn't you? Craig Sykes getting into the back of the 09 again. Eddie McRae. So
still 362 laps in. That ain't bad.
Yeah. We'll wrong camera. I'm gonna fire the camera guy. Well, it seems like Eddie McRae and Craig Sykes have been going at it for quite a bit now, And I don't know what's been going on between them two, whether there's some animosity between them two or something here, but Craig Sykes just, like, literally pile drives Eddie McRae right in the tail right there and spins him out. I mean,
Short track racing.
yeah, it is, but I mean, I guess you could blame it on that, but wow, man, that was just like literally just drove right into the back of him, you know?
Well, sometimes you get that in short
Yep.
tracks. Tempers flare, and
Well,
we didn't see what led up to that, but obviously,
Right.
you know, they weren't on each other's Christmas card list at that moment. So,
well, we got a brand new leader up front, Jeffrey Smith. Hasn't technically led a lap yet, as pit road is pretty busy. Seth Hatchell will come off of pit road first. So if Jeffrey Smith does come to pit road, that's going to put Seth Hatchell up in the front for the first time today. But it doesn't look like Jeffrey Smith is coming to pit road.
no, he wanted to stay out.
Well,
That'll do it for Fast Eddie. He's going to get a beat on traffic. It's not going to get much better next week. We're headed to Richmond next week.
I don't see Jeffrey Smith in. Oh, there he is. Okay. Jeffrey Smith, you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4.
Well, Jeffrey, you got the Kelly Blue Book car up front there. We seen a moment there a few laps ago where it looked like everybody had to go around you. Can you tell us what happened?
I think I got a little aggressive. But tried to get up under somebody, and I think we touched a little bit. He got sideways. I checked up and got to the bottom.
Well, it looks like now you guys have you're just a little bit past the halfway mark. Are you ready to get out here and lead some laps now? You didn't pit, and those guys all behind you pitted. Can you keep them at bay for a little while?
You know, Rudy, I doubt it right here. I'm gonna get up on that high line and drive as hard as I can. See if I can get some track position back up. That's what I'm working for right now. Yeah, it's tough passing here. If I can hang on here these first few laps, then I think I'll be okay, or better than I was a while ago anyway.
All right. Okay, well, good luck out there, Jeff. Looks like you're going to be coming to the one to go, so good luck.
Yeah, 10-4. Thanks.
You could hear the broadcast going on in the background. You hear that, Scott?
Yeah. I heard it too.
You know, just about all the drivers out there, they do that. They have it going on in the background somewhere on a laptop or on their cell phone, or, you know, that's pretty cool.
I can't do that no more. I can't have anything streaming going on while I'm racing anymore. I've been dropped.
Huh.
It ain't worth losing championship points.
No, that's true. It's too bad a lot more people didn't think that way, because some people will blink and blink and blink and blink. But hey, I'm streaming my race, you know.
Not worth the risk, man.
Yeah.
Not when you're racing for championships.
Okay, we'll get them going here, Scott.
Pace car's off. Green flag is out. We're racing again. Jeff Smith gets a good restart. Hatchell. Oh, and he didn't hit the wall. He's going to take Hatchell and the whole bottom line out.
Oh, my.
He spun him, took out Hatchell, and took out David Harvey. Two of the heavy contenders are done.
Well, that's
no caution either. That's what's
what we
brutal
were
about
afraid of. That's what we were afraid of.
There's the
Scott.
caution. I think Seth Hatchell sat on the track there till the caution come out. And let me tell you what, I don't blame him. I would have too. I would have definitely set up a tent there.
Oh, man, yep. That's exactly what he did, too, is he smoked the tires.
I don't blame him.
Oh, tough break, man.
It looked like Jeff Smith had got off to a good start there, man. And then all of a sudden, it just broke loose.
Yep. Probably when he shifted gears, and it just snapped on him.
That's it. That's these Gen 6 cars, man. That's that horsepower in these Gen 6 cars, and I'll bet you that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Had it been a smoother shift, that wouldn't have happened. But, man, that snapped, and that was it. Snap, crackle, pop.
Well, he probably started in first gear, and then as soon as he hit second, it just went right on around.
It was Rice Krispies at that point.
Rice Krispies. That's good.
So what is that, our fourth caution of the night?
Yes, sir.
That's a tough break, man. That takes that to the heavy contenders. But let me tell you what, that opens the door for some guys now.
Yes, sir, because that put Chris Wood up there in second, Luke Gonzalez in third, Adam Baker fourth, and Randy McCanney up into the top five now.
Seeing David Harvey sitting on pit road, he's down and away. Seth Hatchell's still out on track, so I'm guessing Seth's damage was very minimal. I'm guessing both of them had minimal damage.
Yeah, Seth will be a
Harvey
lap
ran
down.
over the cone there coming out. He's a little ticked off.
Our pole sitter still has never got to lead a lap tonight, though. Now, Eric, or Evan Roush. I don't even see do you see Evan Roush in TeamSpeak here?
Hang on, let me look.
No, he's not even in TeamSpeak. He was going to come down and explain the rules to us, but I don't. Damn. He was in chat a minute ago.
Nope, I don't see him either.
Okay. All right. Well, so much for Evan giving us a rundown of the rule changes. But I think we've got it. But I kind of wanted to kind of have an inside, perspective of it from the admins, the rule changes, because the admins are the ones that have got to stay right on top of all the rule changes each and every week, and they've got to keep that stuff fresh in their mind.
Well, Rudy, I was sitting here thinking about it. You were pretty sneaky with your jinxing tonight. Because earlier we talked to David Harvey, and you let him think that he wasn't going to get jinxed. He went out there and led a bunch of laps. But then we talked to Jeffrey Smith, and it was like, we'll take 2 for 1.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah. Now David Harvey's
telling you,
still
folks, that Max Speed jinx is for real, folks.
Well, I had a guy
heard of the curse of the Bambino. It's the curse of Rudy.
I had a guy tell me the other night that he said that he don't believe in it. He said it doesn't hold any water to him, and you know what? It didn't, because he went out and just dominated and won the race.
Right on. Yeah, anytime you've interviewed me, I've never let it get me. I've never really thought about it either. Don't ever get up in an interview. Please don't, because then I'll be thinking about it. Then you will be in my head.
Yeah. Well, just don't get into it. Don't believe in it. Don't,
I believe in it. I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. I am a firm believer in the Max Speed jinx.
Okay, here we go. Pace cars in. Josh Bonwell on the outside. And there we go. Green.
I think everybody took it a little easy there.
Yeah. Chris Wood took a look inside there, Josh Bonwell, but Bonwell closed the door on him pretty quick. And now that Bonwell's back out front in that clean air, I think we're going to see him start pulling away. Oh, we got one sideways.
Oh, caution.
Chris Wood, it looks like. I'm trying to catch up with
him.
I'm
David Harvey and Seth Hatchell are done now. They both just blew it up.
I'm trying to catch up.
They were both involved in that.
That was, I'm looking at it here. It was Chris Wood, and I'm not sure if he had some contact there from Adam Baker.
Watch it all the way through.
Yes, he did. He had contact with that from Adam Baker, and that's what sent Chris Wood around. Okay, yeah, we're watching it.
Yeah, and you'll see Harvey and Hatchell both blow it up.
Oh my. Well, that pretty much did them in right there.
Oh, yeah, they're both toast. They're both smoking coming up here. I don't even think Harvey got the pit road. I think he towed. Hatchell drove at the road. But we talked about it pre-race, man. It was going to be unforgiving, and it has been unforgiving.
Okay, Evan said he is in here, but okay, there he is. I'm going to drag him up here, and he can give us a rundown of the new changes. Evan, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, good. Yeah, you want to give us a rundown? I know there was a couple of big rule changes that come out as of last week.
Yeah, so Paul Zoda, the league owner, he basically formulated an admin team, and we wanted to try to clean up some of the races. We were seeing that Paul was noticing that we had some guys being very aggressive early on in the races, and it was taking a lot of guys out early on. And to kind of clean that up, we got the admins in the sky. What we're doing is we're watching for the pit stops, making sure they're not going 2 in, 2 out any more than that. Also implementing black flags. Last night was our first kind of night to implement the person who caused the wreck or something like that. They would receive an EOL, and it was the basis of it is to kind of calm down the driving. And tonight, we come to Bristol, and it's been a whole different monster. We started out, very clean, got a pretty good green flag run strung out there, and then we've just seen as the laps wind down. And I know you guys have talked about it. 125 laps is a short race here. It's about 31 minutes is what it can break down to if you go green.
Right.
And so instead of having to deal with all that, with the EOLs, with the amount of cautions that we were predicting, we kind of backed off of that tonight. But I'm sure after tonight, Paul's going to be in heavy implementation of that rule.
Yeah, it's been like steadily progressing in aggressiveness out there, and I know it's because the laps are winding down, but there's you got to think about Bristol. There's no place for these guys to go. There's just no place to go when somebody wrecks in front of you. You come out of the turn, you don't see it until it's right there, and you don't even have time to hit the brakes. So. It's been tough. I mean, it was tough to see some fast guys out there. David Harvey, Seth Hatchell taken out. That's tough to see.
Yes, sir. Well, it looks like you're going green flag here.
And yes, we are. Green flag is back out. We're racing again here at Bristol. Adam Baker is your leader. Bonwell on the outside trying to get the lead back on the high side. He's going to get that run, and he's going to retake the lead here with 46 laps to go.
Baker not giving up, though. He's getting some pretty good runs off of that bottom. He's got to make it count right away on them new tires, or he's not going to do it. Craig Sykes now.
I was about to say, look who's back up there, Rudy, the 0-2. What a night he's had. He's back up here in the front. Ooh, moment there.
And he just took over second.
He might get up there and lead some laps before this thing's over. He was almost out of the race earlier. He was a lap down at one point.
Well, thank you to Evan Roush for going through some of the rule changes here for SMRL. Starting this week, actually, was the very first race. And like he said, what a track to be implementing new rule changes in, because this track, you're going to get incidents in here no matter what. Baker now got Lupe Gonzalez. And it's quite a way back to Brad Hicks in 5th. Trying to keep an eye on Paul Zoda.
Ooh, Paul Zoda and Stephen Parks. That was close.
Yes,
that's for 6th place. Look at Zoda battle back on the outside. He's not just going to throw in the towel either. Zoda wants to hold on to that place, and he will for the time being.
Yep, that is
the 91 into the wall.
That is the line. That high side is the line. You definitely get the run up there on the high side. Now,
the 91's gone, Rudy.
You can take the bottom on new tires, but not once you get about 5-6 laps on them tires. That newness is gone, and you can't hold that bottom anymore.
Yeah, I'm guessing the 91 must have got incident out. That must have been why he disappeared. He either dropped out or he got DQ'd.
I think he was DQ'd. Well, these guys want to crank it up one more time here, Scott, before we get down to the end. So let's let's do this. Let's crank it up here one more time for everybody.
We got an accident, Rudy. Reckon we're going to have a caution.
Go figure. As soon as I do
Lupe Gonzalez and Adam Baker.
Oh.
They're both going to be done. Heavy damage.
Oh, man, I guess so.
Heavy damage.
It looked like Adam Baker may have got loose on the turn or the exit or something there. Take a look at it. Let's see, he's going into turn 3 here. And yeah, he might have got back in that throttle just a little too quick and drove it into the outside wall. He can come down into Lupe Gonzalez and collect both of them, and they're both going to hit the inside wall. Man, tough break. We've seen a lot of guys taken out of this race tonight, Scott. Pit road.
They're showing I'm showing only 9 left on the lead lap and 10 left in the race. And I don't know if Lupe is going to be able to get back out there. And I don't know how much damage Adam's going to have. Realistically, we're going to have 8 cars left in this race.
That's right. Well, we got a guy, Craig Sykes, got out first. Whoa! What a pit stop!
From a lap down to the lead.
Yeah, look at that. He got out 14.1 seconds to Josh Bonwell's 15-second flat. So that's almost a full second quicker. That's what got him out ahead of Bonwell. And he just leads his first lap of the race right there, Craig Sykes. Driving the MaxSpeedTV car.
Well, how about that? Free plug for you, Rudy.
Well,
most get that MaxSpeedTV car to victory lane here tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of the BGR guys do. We've kind of got a deal worked out that they run the MaxSpeedTV on their cars, so it's pretty cool to see Craig up there with the MaxSpeedTV car in the lead right now.
Very cool.
But he's got a tough customer right behind him he's going to have to deal with here. Bonwell wants this win so bad. Now that Harvey and Hatchell have been to the contention here, Bonwell's, in a little bit of a sigh of relief. He knows he's probably the fastest car out on the track right now, and we'll see if he can't get back around Craig Sykes. But although Craig has been pretty fast here in the last few laps.
Yeah, anything can happen, though, here in these closing laps. We've seen carnage here tonight. How many cautions does this make, Rudy?
Let's see, race summary shows this is caution number 6 for 29 laps, and we've had 6 lead changes.
So we're starting to add up the caution laps here. I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of them. We only got 8 cars left, but I think we're going to see at least one more caution. The question is, if we do get that caution, who will be left after that caution zone? Will there be anybody left?
Yeah, this
only time will tell.
This is getting down to it. We'll get them going here, Scott.
Will do, brother. Pace car dies for pit road. And look at the big lead that Sykes has. Green flag comes out. We're racing again.
Barnwell takes it right to the bottom.
Yeah, he did. Ooh, no grip.
No grip down there. He knows he's got to make his move here in the first couple of laps before that newness wears off them tires. But boy, Craig Sykes is on the move right now, and he's got that lead, and he doesn't want to give it up. Craig, they all start getting single file now and get spread out around the field a little bit.
Oh, we got one wrecking on the front stretch, just past the stripe. They'll probably get off track before they come back around. There's another one gone, down to 7.
I didn't see who. Did you see who that was?
It was Jeff Glockner.
Okay. I didn't even. That was another one. I didn't even have him on my list here. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was Glockner.
Okay. Kind of weird.
We got Randy McKinney going for a move here. And he's going to make the pass.
On Anthony Cianci.
Yeah, he's going to lose 2 spots there.
Yeah, I'm showing. Okay, now I'm seeing Jeff Glockner. Yeah, he's on pit road. But if he can't get back out there, he's going to definitely fall back to about 9th place here because only in a couple more laps. Yeah, there he just went back. Adam Baker just went by him and rolls into the 8th position.
Getting racy back here with Paul Zoda.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Brad Hicks and Paul Zoda. Randy McKinney on their door.
Boy, Paul's really strong on that high side, ain't he?
Yeah, he's managed to hold these guys off anytime he's been challenged here in these last 2 laps. He's been able to hold that high line and hold them off. Hicks blinking a little bit there.
Well, that's what you call a lot of practice out there. I'm sure Paul's had plenty of practice on this track. And boy, Hicks is really giving him a hard time right now. Trying to... Here we go. We're gonna ride right along with Brad Hicks here.
Crank it up.
And we're right on the right front fender here, trying to see if what he can do with Paul Zoda. I think he's kind of, well, just as I say, it looked like he was going to kind of give up on it for right now. He kind of took it to the bottom again there, but boy, he's going to have a tough time. Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Zoda. He's going to lose that spot this time.
Yes, he did.
Oh, wait. I did.
Yep. Paul goes back to 4th. But still a solid run for Paul tonight. I don't even see any damage on that car. Maybe a little bit on the right front fender.
Well, crank it up for him, Rudy. We didn't get a chance to do that before.
Yeah, just as I did it, they went to a caution. So we'll try it again. $16 to go.
Oh, we're going to have a caution. There's your caution, Rudy. Oh, the flag didn't come out. Oh, Zoda's been wrecked. Looked like he got some bumper from Randy McCanny there.
And
caution.
He will go a lap down, though.
I can't believe the caution didn't come out there. We probably won't see any more cautions if they ain't going to throw for that.
No, probably not. Well, I'll tell you what a job by Craig Sykes he is putting on out here in the front right now. It just kind of makes you wonder, though, is Josh Bonwell saving something here? And will he try to make a run for that lead? He did close the gap up about a 10th.
And if he does make a move, will they survive the move? Brad Hicks will be sitting back there in the captain's seat right now, Rudy. I have a feeling this is going to get touchy-feely before it's over.
It could.
It's been touchy-feely all night. I don't see why it'd be any different now.
I mean, Bonwell has had a really good performance here tonight. Now, he's not going to get the lead the most laps. David Harvey's going to come out of here with that. And he's back in 12th place out of the race. $10 to go.
Definitely going to be a race that shakes up the points.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yep.
And they've got a 9.4 second lead over Brad Hicks right now.
Yeah, but I think Brad, he might be in a good spot before this is all said and done. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Bonwell's going to have to get to Sykes. I mean, Bonwell's not anywhere near Sykes right now, so we'll see if we can get to him.
Now Sykes is out in that clean air,
there for Bonwell.
Yeah, but he's going to be coming up on some lap traffic here in just a minute.
That could play a role before this is over. That could play a major role.
Yeah,
like Adam Baker was coming back out on track.
He is. I think he is coming back out. Or well, maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, late.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, he's not going to gain anything.
Back in the pits.
He's not going to gain anything by doing it.
Oh, Bonwell's closing the door. Here it comes. I think we're going to have a party before we are all said and done here. Get the popcorn, folks. Here comes Bonwell.
They're coming
starting
up
to make his move.
Anthony sees in caution. Caution.
Oh, wow. Sykes will win it. We're going to end under caution. Ooh, Bonwell's spinning. He might have got a penalty there.
Oh.
Actually, I think they changed that, didn't they? They got rid of the penalty for the cone. Used to, if you hit the cone, you get the unsafe pit entry.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think they did change that. I think you are correct.
Yeah. Sykes is going to be your winner. We're going to end under caution here tonight, folks.
I'm trying to see if where that. Okay, it was right up ahead up here. I'm trying to get up to it.
Tell you what, that couldn't have come out at a better time for Craig Sykes because Bonwell had him underneath him.
Okay, that was Steven.
Sykes had lost his momentum.
Stephen Parks and Randy McCanny got together here, and it looks like McCanny might have just drove it into the turn pretty hard, but Parks got into the wall, and he gathered up McCanny. So actually Parks bringing out the caution, and that was right in front of the leaders. They had to like split to go around him. That was crazy right there. They did a good job though. But yep, I think that's going to wrap it up there, folks, because I don't think we're going to get back under green here, and it looks like Craig Sykes is going to wind up to be our winner. Craig Sykes winning for the first time here that I can recall in SMRL. But David Harvey will clinch the most laps led tonight with 45. Craig Sykes will have 35. Josh Bonwell will have 40. Adam Baker had 1. Jeffrey Smith led 4 times. And that was all the leaders that we had. Just a handful of leaders out there tonight, Scott.
Yeah, I'm not seeing Brad and TeamSpeak. Do you see Brad and Speak? I see the other two. I'm going to bring Craig Sykes up here for you.
All right. Well, we're going to wait till it's official when he crosses the line here. Might as well drag Josh up here. There you go. Okay. Well, we'll wait till it's official.
Yeah, I don't see Brad.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at.
You'll probably have to interview him in the room, but you can't you?
I can't. Nope. I told Paul at the beginning of the race, you got to make sure these guys are in TeamSpeak because I can't talk to them. All right, so crossing the line first right there is our winner, Craig Sykes. Craig, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, you finally did it here, bro. You bring it into victory lane, so congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you very much, man. Yeah, it's been feels like a long time coming, man.
Definitely, yeah. It's just good to see the MaxSpeedTV car out there like that, brother. I mean, I got to thank you very much for the paint job. That is really cool. I do love that paint scheme. So, but tell me about your racing in that last pit stop that you had, because that was a smoking fast pit stop.
Yeah, well, first off, I've got to give a shout out to my spotter, really, Eric Spencer. He got me through a fair few scrapes there, especially one of the cautions near the end. I don't know how I got up on the high side between a big group of them got together. But yeah, big shout out to him. He did a great job. And during the race, it was just basically at the start, just trying to survive to the end. Then I got caught up in something at the start of a restart. Got loose into one, I think, and the car just came round on me. And I got just a rescue job from there. And yeah, I don't even know how I got from the back to the front, but it worked out, man.
Well, it was a great race out there. We had 6 cautions tonight. I think that's what it was. Didn't I say 6? No, 8 cautions. Excuse me.
Oh, 8.
8 cautions, yeah. But, I mean, kind of started out as a caution-filled race at the beginning there, and then we settled into a couple nice long green flag runs. Was your car better on the long run, Craig, or on the short run?
Well, with these fixed setups, you basically it's down to the driver. How he drives is how you're going to end up. And I really like to save my tyres to the end, and then just drive past people and wave at them as I'm going by. So yeah, I was planning on hopefully getting some long runs in. Well, yeah, like I said, I expected the cautions at the start. It's Bristol, you got to expect them.
Yep. Well, was you worried that Bonwell may get a run on you there because he kind of backed off for a little bit and then he started closing in on you at the very end? Was you worried that he may have been saving something for the last couple of laps to try to get around you?
Yeah, I was definitely worried. With the damage I had from the start, my car was getting just tighter and tighter after each lap, and I just saw him coming. Kind of just tried to ignore my rear view mirror and just drive my line, because I knew if I kept that high line, it was going to make it harder for him to get by me. But yeah, Josh is a great racer. I knew at some point he's going to go for me, and just as he kind of got a run on me, that caution came out to save me. So thanks to the guys that brought that caution out, man.
Yeah, that played out good in your favor, but it was close. You guys had to like split the cars as they were sitting on the track there. It happened right in front of you guys. That could have been really bad. As we've seen a couple of times tonight that did happen. There were some guys right in front of the leaders, and boy, it was a mess. But well, you bring it home to victory lane tonight, and how much momentum is this going to give you into next week, Craig?
Well, I won't be here next week, Rudy.
Oh.
I've taken a new job on, which is going to stop me from work, racing during the week. So this is kind of my last real run at it in this season.
Oh no!
Hopefully, I'll get a few more races in. But yeah, this was kind of like my last hurrah. So to win, it's kind of fitting, man.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect then. Well, all right. Well, anybody else you'd like to give a thank you out to, Craig?
Yeah, give a shout out to Paul. Runs this league, does a great job. All the other admins as well, they do, stellar work. It's not an easy thing to do, especially at Bristol. Shout out to you, Rudy, and MaxSpeedTV, great bunch of guys. They do a great job everywhere. BGR boys, they're all great bunch of guys. I mean, if there's any drivers out there looking for a team, look up BGR, because they are, a sound set of guys will help you, whether you're a rookie just starting or, want to go pro. Those are the guys that go with, man.
All right, Craig. Well, Craig Sykes in victory lane tonight for SMRL. Congrats, Craig. And we'll let you go celebrate. And back to you, Scott. You got second place?
Yes, sir. Josh Manuel, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Josh, you come into tonight's race 7th place in the points. It's going to be a great points night after survive all that. Tell us about that carnage out there that you survived tonight.
I don't know how I survived it, really. It was,
good
man.
Stuff, man.
Yeah, I had one more run there for Craig, and that caution came out just as I was doing it. And I said, "Oh, I'm going to try to get in front of him." Nope.
Yeah, that was an untimely caution for you there at the end, but still a great finish for you tonight. The points leader, you had a tough night. Some of the other guys had a tough night. It's going to be a good points night for you. You guys still got a lot of races to go, so it's the big picture. I know you got to be feeling good about that.
Oh yeah, I've had a couple of bad weeks these last couple of weeks, and it's good to get a top 3 in, top 2.
How you feeling about Rich next week? Are you strong on the short tracks?
Yeah, I'm a short track driver. I learned to learn them early, but I'm excited for Richmond. It's going to be another good week, I think.
Yeah, you got Talladega after that, so maybe next week will be a chance for you to make up some ground again, since you're a short track guy.
Yeah, I think we'll have a good couple showings the next couple weeks.
Well, you got anybody you want to thank them for this second place finish?
Yeah, Rudy and you guys at MaxSpeedTV, you do a great job with the broadcasts, and Sam Maxwell Customs and Carolina SimWorks, the Racing Warehouse, Paul Zoda for putting this thing on. Our sponsors grew, and I haven't updated my list yet, and my race team, Blown Gasket Racing, and all the new sponsors that's come on with us.
All right, Josh. Well, great job on finishing second place tonight and surviving all that, and good luck next week in Richmond, man.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
All right.
You too, buddy.
Thank you, Josh, for thanks to all the BGR guys, man, for spreading the word about MaxSpeedTV out there. I appreciate that very much.
Well, we appreciate it, Rudy. You have a good night.
Okay, you too. All right, back
Take
up
it
here.
easy, Josh.
Let's run down through the results here real quick. Craig Sykes coming home with a victory here, his first of the season, and maybe his last. I don't know, because he said he's going to be off for a while. Bonwell in second place. Brad Hicks, we did not get to talk to. He wasn't in TeamSpeak, and I believe he left the race almost immediately after, so we didn't get to talk to third place tonight. Anthony Cianci rolling into fourth. Paul Zoda there, after having a minute there earlier, comes back and finishes fifth. Stephen Parks sixth. Randy McCanny 7th, Adam Baker 8th, Jeff Glockner 9th, and Lupe Gonzalez 10th. Scott? Scott? Chris Wood comes in 11th, Billy Walters 12th, David Harvey 13th, Seth Hatchell 14th, Jeffrey Smith 15th, Eddie McCrae 16th, Lyman Vanderweg 17th, Eric Borelli in 18th, Ryan Gemmel in 19th, and Stephen Burnett rounds out the top 20, and that was all that took time there tonight. So again, congratulations to our winner here tonight, Craig Sykes, and thanks for watching tonight, folks. We appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in on iRacing, and thanks to iRacing for allowing us to broadcast up to the iRacing portal for all you people from all over the world to tune in here and watch these guys in sim racing. And special thank you to Jack Davidson for all the behind-the-scenes work that he does to make this all happen for us broadcasters and for you to enjoy. So thank you guys very, very much. And we will be back tomorrow night for the Drag Kings. Tune in for that tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern, folks. We'll be right here on the Live iRacing portal and on MaxSpeedTV YouTube. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.